The vision was to try and bring in the ability for our members to have reliable electricity. Safe, reliable electricity is one of the key focuses our members have had in generation here since BC Hydro first came around. So with our discussions with these companies to start working on independent power production, it helps us move forward into the real world as we've been identified in so many different cases of being in a third world country. So we're trying to find a way, and with this opportunity, get out of that concept of third world country.
So we've now waited an awful long time for this moment. Daryl's wondered if it would ever come when we'd be able to say that things are about to start, and we can now say that. So the purpose of the get-together today is to actually show everyone that this project that we've been working on for so long, which we hope will bring some infrastructure and some hope for the community in this area, will actually get cracking.
This is just the beginning for the next stages. The construction is the next stages, so that's why we felt it important for us to have a groundbreaking ceremony just to initiate this step, and we're hoping that with all of that we can move from where we are, from the negotiations, into this stage where we're at today. And in doing so, this is what I feel is very important and special. It signifies a change in our lifestyle, and hopefully it'll help and improve all of our communities in all of the endeavors that we have.
I was very pleased a couple months ago to have the opportunity, along with my colleague Richard Neufeld, to actually sign on the official approval certificate after this project went through a comprehensive environmental assessment. It gave me great pleasure to see that it had passed with flying colors, and to actually put my name on that piece of paper, giving it an official seal of approval. That felt good.
You know, our approach is to be proactive there and to look for a relationship which just isn't about necessarily just consultation. We want to be beyond there and looking for ways that both ourselves and the First Nations can benefit, truly benefit from the presence of these sorts of projects. So it's a big focus for us, and it's something which I think needs to be a big focus for a number of the other projects around if they're going to be successful.
On the flip side, we're also wanting to initiate and incorporate new opportunities for economic development. Right now, at the times that we can look back, we've felt powerless in two ways. Two ways that we look at in terms of electricity. The pun is always there. We don't have the power. We're powerless. And then the other part is the fact that we have very limited opportunities for economic development. So when we started recognizing the needs that we have in negotiations with Cloudworks, with the ability to have these projects and electricity flowing into our community from these projects, it just came clear to us that we're going to have power to our people, and it'll go both ways. One, we'll have electricity in, and we'll also have the ability to have economic development opportunities as time goes on. Now it's just a matter of working it now.
historically, you know, large hydro projects have been built using big dams. And these dams, while they might give energy to people when they want the energy by releasing the water, they certainly don't take a lot of account of the fisheries or the wildlife resources, or indeed the sort of cultural and way of life that you know, may have taken place downstream of the project. So in green hydro, it's very important that your project be designed so it takes care of those fish issues and takes care of those wildlife issues. With run-of-river, that's typically done by actually making sure that once you return all the water into the river at the powerhouse. And so downstream of the powerhouse, you're not going to see any effect in the flows. You're basically using the flows that the river gives you, and you're not trying to artificially change those in your production of energy.
Looking at other benefits we have from Cloudworks are benefits that are outside of the box in the community, as we would identify a basketball court, a playground, both in Port Douglas and Tupela, and an economic development building. So with those, we have next identified the opportunity to have training for heavy equipment operator as the start, and we're also looking at so many more training that can take place.
They dig a trench 1 bucket wide, 4 feet deep.
What we found was, you know, in Chief Darrell was someone who was rigid with respect to the respect for the land and respect for the elders of his community, but saw a way of accommodating and staying true to those aspects while still benefiting from projects in, you know, in the traditional territories. And I think if this electricity generation can help the community, and the community is benefiting from the projects, you know, you have a situation where, yes, you can respect what the elders want to see for the next generations. You can respect nature, the land, the traditional way of living, and yet still see a way to move forward and benefit from the sorts of things which are happening in, you know, our industry.
Something like this has never ever been offered to us, and it took a long time for myself and the councils that I've had and administration to get to where we're at, and to know now that we see these projects underway, it helps to build that strength and support that we have. Even though we have some question about it, at least we know now deep down inside of our hearts that we were able to complete something for our people.